itself. Beautiful. Thursday rising. Rainy blessed day. Just another video with the breeze. Today we can deal with it. We're getting into some science, some biology, biochemistry, do a little bit of botany, a bit of history. One disease, acid. Now, many of us go and we Google the amount of disease in the world. You would find a long, long list. They got a disease for every inch of your cells, every inch of your body. They have a disease. They got a name for it. It's a very big industry, the disease industry. That's why they have a Center for Disease Control, because they have a disease, system running, you see. So we can deal with it. It's only one disease. Acid. Now down in the description, I place some information that ones can go and Google for yourself. You could read up on it. You could do some research for yourself, to see that these things that I say is documented, internationally. These things I speak of is just not my personal opinion, thoughts, or analyzation. It's there for everybody to go and Google and research for yourself. It's a touchy subject, because health is a very, very important thing to a human being. Health is your true wealth. You could have all the material and things in the world, but if you don't have good health, then these things value nothing. The result of continuous bad health is eventually death, So losing your house, losing your car, losing your wife, losing your children, losing all these things is one thing. Losing your country and all is one thing. But losing your life is a different matter. So we can deal with life over death. Healing, over illness. So this is acid, the only disease. The human body is only made out of cells, cells, cells. Your bones are cells, your tissues are cells, your muscles are cells, your blood is cells, your lymphatic system is cells, your nervous system is cells. Everything, your skin is cells, skin cells, blood cells, tissue cells, bone cells. Everything. There's no part of your body that is not made out of cells. So I ain't gonna make this long and complicated. You don't have to go to college. You don't have to be a professor to understand, the things I say. It just takes common sense. It's a common sense channel. And never say, Bobo, it can't be that simple. Healing, this have to be a complex thing because millions and billions of dollars are spent on it. People, billions of people around the world, millions are sick, if not billions are sick. You know, so how could it be so simple, you know? Well, there's a group of people that decided that they don't want to make it simple. They want to make it complicated to monetize health, just like they monetize everything in the world. You got to pay for water. They monetize water. You know, you got to pay for the air you breathe now under the carbon, you know, contract that they make. Everything is paid for, it's monetized. So is your health. Your health was monetized, you see. So in order to make money off of your health, they have to make it complicated. You know, if it's easy and common, then anyone could do it, could heal themselves. So how easy is it, Bubbo? I can give you all one paragraph, you know, and that's basically it. That's every disease. If every cell in your body, your body is all cells. Every cell in your body has something called a DNA. DNA. You don't have to go and do too much research into it if you don't want to. Just know that every cell in your body, bone, tissue cells, blood cells, skin cells, they all have something called a DNA. They also have something called RNA. These words that the medical world created. They say these DNA and RNA, they create all your cells, give them function, you know, and so on. Now, they tell you openly on Google or any platform that you want to research that cellular cell DNA is destroyed by acid. Every cell in your body, if acid comes in contact with it, it destroys the DNA. It destroys the foundation of that cell. To cut a long story short, it kills your cells. Acid kills cells. They tell you these things. On the flip side, using the science of witchcraft, trickery, they'll tell you alkalinity also can kill cellular DNA and RNA. I agree. But we can get deep into that because we can recognize that nature doesn't make anything that is not, you know, good for your cells. Nature does not make a high concentration of alkalinity. Nature doesn't provide nothing acidic for us. So let's go a little deeper into it. What is acidity and what is alkalinity? In the world we live in, everything on this planet is created by what they call minerals. Minerals is like gold, copper, you see, oxygen is a mineral. Carbon is a mineral. You see, all these different things are minerals. Everything in the world is made out of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. You need those three minerals to exist. So if you see a tree has carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen in it in order for it to exist. A human have carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen to exist. Everything you see on this planet, a rock has carbon, it has hydrogen, it has oxygen. The fish, everything, water has carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Yet have to have these things to exist, including all the other trace minerals. You see, there's 132 minerals, you know, yeah, in our bodies. Yeah, you have 132 minerals that make up this human body, including gold and copper and all these things. You know, this is the truth of your anatomy. This is talking the truth of biology, of your human makeup. This is who you is. You're just a group of minerals. So, in nature, minerals like oxygen, copper, carbon, they come in two forms. They come either in an acidic form or they come in an alkaline form. So you could have water. Water is hydrogen and oxygen. It's two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen, H2O. H signifies hydrogen, it's symbolic for hydrogen. O is symbolic for oxygen. So H2O is 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen. That's what you make water. Those 2 minerals come together and make what we know as water. Now, those 2 minerals that come together, they could come to you in 2 forms. You could have acidic water, or you could have alkaline water. So the hydrogen and oxygen, they could be in acidic form, or they could be in an alkaline form. This is very important. Why? Besides the cells being alkaline, I mean, that's it. There's nothing else really to talk about, because all your cells is alkaline. Your bone cells, your blood cell is 7.3. That's anything above 7 on the, they call it the pH scale. The pH scale measure acidity or alkalinity. They measure from 0 to 14. In the middle is 7, because 7 plus 7 is 14. You see, 7 is known as neutral. It's not acid or base. It's in the middle. It's neutral. Anything from 7 to 0 is acidic. Any mineral that is placed on this chart and it's below 7, you see, say you have a carbon atom, and say you have a substance and it's 5.3. That's acidic. It's the minerals are in an acidic form. Peace and love, heart of love. Yes, give thanks. Yes, Royal Family, bless up yourself. M Forest, give thanks for the comment. Yes, anything above 7 on this pH scale, 7 to 14 is considered alkaline. Now in nature makes everything between 5 and 5.5 or 6 and up to 9. Anything over 9 is not natural. You got stuff like Clorox, bleach. You got stuff like ammonia, which you clean your house with. They are alkaline, but they are naturally alkaline. They 11 on the scale, they 13 on the scale. But in nature, everything in nature is within the rate of 6 on the scale and 9. Let's use, for example, the ocean. You see all the ocean out there? The ocean is 8.3. It's above 7. So the oceans is alkaline. Let's go to the rivers. I put all this information in the description, so you can go into the description and you can do your own personal research, you know, based on the information that is there. The rivers, all the rivers of Earth naturally is 7.4. They're between 7.1 and 7.4. They alkaline. All the waters of the world is alkaline. So the water you drink from nature, the rivers, they alkaline. They're not acidic. Why you think is that? Do you think it's because your bones and your blood, your interstitial fluids, everything about your body is alkaline? Did you think God intend for us to drink alkaline water, you know, which is 7.4 from the rivers, and our blood is 7.3? It's chemical affinity. You see, now they make things called soda pops and alcohol beverages and all these different things that are acidic. They 5 on the scale and they 4 on the scale. These things destroying cellular DNA. They destroying cells. You see? So where does disease come in? That's it. You know, anytime acid get into the body, it causes a disease. They have different names for it, but in our bodies, we have a protective skin, just like we have an outer skin on your body. You have an inner protective skin that protects all your inner lining of your body as food, liquids, and things pass through your system. You have a protective lining. You see, that protect the lining, the walls of your vessels, veins, all these different things, your stomach, all that stuff, intestinal walls. They call it the mucous membrane. The mucous membrane is like a security guard. It protects the walls and the inner walls from acid, And it also gives a signal to your human body to let you know that acid is invading your body. This mucus is what they call coal or pus. Like when you cough up coal, you know, that's mucus. This mucus comes from anywhere in your system. If acid gets into your lungs and the acid touch the walls, the mucus line of your lungs, it'll produce mucus, a pus. And this pus will build up in your lungs. And they call that pneumonia. Same thing, if this acid get into your bronchial tubes of your lungs, if it goes deep into your bronchial tubes, and this acid touch the lining of your bronchial tubes, if you breathe in something very acidic, say someone is burning some plastic or something very dangerous, and you breathe it in, and that air touch the lining of your bronchial tubes, the mucous membrane releases a pus to protect your walls from this acid. When that pus builds up in your bronchial tubes, they call that bronchitis. Watch this. Let's go with it. Right there in your throat, you have 2 tonsils. They call them tonsils. If acid through drinking acidic drinks, eating acidic food, breathing acidic air, you know, any damage to, you know, the walls of your tonsils, it produces a mucus. The mucous membrane in the tonsils, it produces a pus. And when you have all that pus in your throat, what they call it, and your throat starts to swell, they call it tonsillitis. Let's go again. Okay. You got mucus, you got acid, and make its way across your brain barrier. It get into your vessels of your brain. And this acid starts to eat on the vessels in your brain, the membrane in your vessels that protect your vessels. The acid starts to eat on that. It makes little pus. And sometimes this pus, it get hard. It calcify. You all ever see the snot in your nose and you blow it up? And then sometimes when you touch it, it hard like rock. Like what? Sometimes it's soft, but sometimes it's hard like rock. That's called calcification of mucus. The mucus turn hard. The same things happen in your vessels in your head. When the mucus get hard, it blocks the vessel and it gives you a stroke. Let's go down to the heart. Same thing. If acid get into your blood become acidic, and you know it touches the membrane of the heart, and the membrane of the heart produce mucus, and then the mucus harden. They call it a heart attack. Oh, you all want to go further? Let's go further down then. When we go into the kidneys, the mucus touch up among the kidney membranes, produces pus. It, you know, calcifies. They call it kidney stones. Same thing with the liver. It calcifies the mucus in the liver. They call it liver stones. Same thing with the gallbladder, gallstones. Same thing with the pancreas, pancreatic stones. You all see the trend there? This mucus is a problem. And what's causing the mucus? Acid. Because anytime acid touch the the inner lining of your system, it's gonna force the mucous membrane to produce pus, mucus. And if this mucus get hardened anywhere in your system, you have a disease. Mucus in your pancreas, diabetes. Mucus in your blood, high blood pressure. Mucus in your lining in your skull, your vessels in your brain, you get a stroke. Mucus in your actual brain itself, yeah, you have cognitive problems. Along with your intestine. If your intestine full of mucus, you have mental problems. Okay, for all my soldiers out there. Yeah. You haven't been strong in a long time. Some been blocking the road. Some been blocking the pipe. And you haven't been strong in a long time, bro. That's mucus. Yeah. As your continuous acid enters into the reproductive system, you know. What am I realize? Celestia, Rastafari. Don't forget to share this video here. I'll stop playing, you know. All right. So all my brothers out there, you ain't striking like you used to, you know. The cobra loses touch. All right, let's get serious. Yes. Yeah, you lose that magic, you know, I don't burn magic, but if you lose your touch, you know, it's mucus. Yeah, in the reproductive system, it hardens in the tube, you know, and stops blood from getting to the genital, the male genital. And if you know blood getting to the male genital, it cannot erect. It needs blood to spread through the vessels to rise. Yeah. Resurrect the god. Yeah, so mucus is your problem. Acid. For the females, you know, you can't have a child. You're having difficult menstruals, all these different stuff. Acid is in the reproductive system. You can't have a baby because acid is destroying all the sperm that is coming in. Yeah, you would never have a child like that. You know, acid destroys cells. Sperm is a cell coming from a male, ejaculated into a woman. That's a cell, travels into a woman. When it enter into the canal, the vaginal canal, and it travels up into the womb. If the womb is acidic, the cell will continue to die because acid destroys cells. I mean, I tell you, this thing is so common sense. This is why they hunt people like I and I down. Yeah, they try to smash you, bro. They try to put you under the earth because it's so common sense. If people just really sit down and think about it, then they'd be like, okay, for true. All the vegetation on the earth is mostly alkaline. You have things like the poison berry, the poison ivy. They have some contributes to them that are very acidic, and they're designed to be that way. So that's why in nature you'll find some plants that are below 7. They are acidic in nature because they're designed to be that way. You take poison wood, the little berry, and you put it on your skin, you can make a tattoo. That's what we used to do when we was children. We used to take the poison berry from the poison wood and rub it on our skin to make tattoos. In the morning, the acid from that berry then eat all through your skin and make a tattoo. Yeah. So, but we don't eat poison berries. Duh. That's why we use the word poison. Even snakes, the venom is poisonous. It's acidic. If a snake spit its venom on you, the acid is gonna get into your bloodstream, and it's gonna quickly begin to acidify your blood. Your blood has to stay 7.3 average. It have to stay right around there, or you go into acidosis, which is quick death. If your blood turns to acid, you die quickly. That's why when a snake bites you and they inject their venom into your bloodstream, you only have so much time to live, because the body cannot draw calcium from the bone quick enough to neutralize the acid in your blood. And all the people out there who have bone disease, you have any form of bone disease, rickets and osteosclerosis, any bone problem, That's because your blood is too acid. It's not because you ain't drinking enough milk, because milk don't have no calcium. Milk is acid. Milk is the pus from an animal's private gender. That's not designed from us. It's acid. So milk could never give you calcium. Sea moss has the highest concentration of calcium I know in green vegetables, leafy vegetables like kale and all of those kind of stuff. And in nature, you have wild plants that have high concentration of calcium, you see. But in order to neutralize your blood, to keep it from becoming acidic, the blood takes calcium bicarbonate, which is a base. It's a neutral base to neutralize your blood, to keep it to 7.3. Not neutralize your blood, stabilize the blood. I don't want to use the word neutralize, because neutralize is 7. But 7.3 is the stabilization of the blood. The blood has to be slightly alkaline. So that's common sense. If your whole body, the blood, the water of your body is alkaline, 7.3, nothing acid should go around your body. I mean, it's just common sense. But you see all the medications they're giving you for disease, they acid. Do your research. It's acid. A lot of things that people use in the herbal world is acid, because a lot of plants are hybrids. They highly acidic, like garlic. Garlic is highly acidic. Garlic is not made in nature. Garlic was made in Kemet, in Egypt. People have to understand these things. You have to go search back further. You have to go way back. Way back. If you want to know what's going on. So, how do we get rid of disease? We get rid of the acid. That's your job. Your job is to go now and find out what all is acidic. Is the water you're drinking 7 and up? It have to be 7.1 and up. Your water have to be alkaline. If you look at all the waters in Africa, they dirty. They full of trash, cans and plastics and all kind of man-made things. So the waters become bitter. The water become toxic. So Africa began to become sick very quickly. The river's full of garbage. It's full of chemicals from these factories and companies. And the chemicals coming out of these factories that are dumped into the rivers of Africa, these chemicals are acidic. So when the little children of Africa, they go and they drink the water from the river. They bathe in the water from the river. They feed their cattle and their food with this acidic, toxic chemical food. Then Africa gets sick. Africa suffering from hepatitis C. That's destruction of the liver. High toxicity in the waters. Most all videos you look in Africa, you see the water dirty. Why? They clean up the water. You clean up your health. Okay, but viruses. I thought viruses killing Africa. The same people who giving you acid for pills, the same people who feeding you acid for food. All those foods they giving you, they tell you gotta eat meat. Meat is acid. Milk, dairy, cheese, acid. But they put it in a pyramid. They say this is a balanced diet. You gotta have milk, egg, cheese. You gotta have protein, meat, and then some vegetables, a little bit of vegetables. This is what they tell you need. But these things are acidic. These foods destroy your cells. These are the same people who telling you all the viruses come out of Africa. Now hold on. See, I tell you, this is some colonial thing. It's all colonialism again. How come all the deadliest diseases in the world have to come from Africa? Y'all stop believing in that stuff, man. We gotta Africa got to change its whole healthcare system. We got to kick the Europeans out. The European colonial healthcare system, that's Satanism. That's acid. They dealing with that. You know, they killing Africa under the skies of health care. They don't care for the health of Africans. If they care for the health of Africans, they would stop dumping their petroleum in the water. Esso and all these big companies, these factories and gold mines and everything they build and dumping their toxins in the water. They would stop this crap. They don't care about the health of Africa. They don't care nothing about Africa. They learn that through the vaccines. They test the vaccines on Africans, bro. Before any European had one shot, they went into school and tried to test the vaccine on African children. That's how they think of Africa. It's a test lab. The monkeys that they was trying these medications and things on is I, black people. Well, no monkey. Where the monkeys that they've been testing on for years? Check out syphilis in America. They created syphilis in a lab and tested it on a black community. And today we have syphilis going around. Chemical warfare. Acidic germ warfare. It goes very deep. But not in the fear. They keep talking about this super germ, super virus that can kill humanity. You mustn't kill them. Because the good news is no pathogen, no virus, no bacteria, no fungus could live in natural alkaline environment. It can't happen. If you have water and your water is alkaline, it's between 7 and 9. Nothing harmful could live in that water. You could drink that water no matter where the water is. It will have bacteria in it, but they'll be good bacteria. You see? Fungus, no, they don't strive. Fungus strive in acidic environments. Viruses strive in acidic environments. They'll strive in an extremely alkaline environment, which is unnatural. So you have a natural and unnatural alkaline environment. If you drink Clorox, then yeah, everything will strive in your system. These viruses and all this, because you're breaking down cellular DNA. But within that range of 7.1 to 9, once you eat, drink, and your body, your blood stays within the range of 7.3. Your bone stays within the range of 8.3. Your interstitial fluids stay within the range of 8.3. None of these things could exist. They have us living in a world of fear, of germs and viruses and all kind of stuff. It's all a big industry. It's a big fair money industry, and it's so deadly. It's a deadly industry. Go and check out the amount of people that die from pharmaceutical medication. Look at the side effect of every medication they have. There is no good side effect. They're all bad side effects because the pills are acid. There's no way you could put an acidic pill in your body and it doesn't have a bad side effect, because acid destroys cells. I'm also herbalist and herbal healer. I've healed people with pressure. I've healed myself from pressure. Pre-diabetes, I've healed people with diabetes. I've healed people with cancer. I've healed people with all kind of things. Because there's only one disease, acid. I only have to remove the acid of the system. Decalcify the mucus. The mucus is hardened acidic crystals. Oxalate crystals. The mucus hardened. So when you alkalize the system, the gallstones, the kidney stones, the bladder stones, all these things, they melt away. Even the striving viruses and the striving bacteria and the striving funguses that are not good for your system Once you alkalize the blood, alkalize the interstitial fluid, the cellular fluids, these things have to die. I literally did a cleanse and I've seen fluke worms and all kind of parasites in the toilet bowl coming out of my rectum because I was changing the environment of my gut. I was changing my gut to more alkaline. You see? Not my stomach. Your stomach has a pH that is created when you eat. Because they try to make you think that your stomach is always acidic. Oh, what about hydrochloric acid in the stomach? The body has acid in it. That's bull crap. There's no hydrochloric acid sitting up in your stomach. If hydrochloric acid sits in your stomach, it'll eat through your stomach and open up your gut, and you will bleed out. You will gut out. The body is a very intelligent and intricate system. When you see food, smell food, you're about to eat food, the body makes preparation to make hydrochloric acid. Once food hit the tongue, the mouth, and the body see that there is a need for chumming, then the body releases chlorine out of the membrane of your stomach to mix with the hydrogen in your food to make hydrochloric acid. And the minute the food is chum and is brought to the alkalinity that the body needs so it could withdraw the nutrition, the body dumps something called bile. Bile is it's a base substance that neutralizes the acid in your stomach. After you finish your digestion, your stomach don't continuously have acid. That's ridiculous science. So the body's alkaline because even with the presence of hydrochloric acid being released to digest your food, the body subsequently, after digestion, has to neutralize your stomach back to a base to keep cellular reproduction. Because with acidity, cellular reproduction halts. Your body is not going to split the DNA and make an additional cell to keep your cellular cycle going. Acid causes aging. It causes you to look old because you can't restore skin cells and muscular cells. So your body starts to fall and flop. Acid. Someone who eats alkaline food, eats vegetables and drink alkaline water, the older they get, their skin gets more refined and tighter. I could tell y'all some, y'all wouldn't even believe me. Some of y'all will. But when I was a young child, I been figured this stuff out. Age of 12, 13. I came to the conclusion that we were not really, the body was not really designed to die. That was my conclusion based on biology, based on chemistry. The body's not designed to die. It's in a system, a cellular system that continues. Cells die, cells born, cells die, cells born, cells die, cells born, cells die, cells born, cells die, cells born. So, okay, if you damage the cells in your liver, 40% of your liver damage from acid, smoking, drinking, eating bad foods, whatever. Someone might even try to poison you. Now 40% of your liver damaged. If you go on an alkaline program, if I put you on an alkaline program, your blood, the interstitial fluids, your bones, everything are restored to alkalinity. Your liver will purge all the dead cells. The 60% of dead cells, they would be purged out, and the stem cell will restore and rebuild 60% of your liver back to 100% liver. I think it's in 6, 7, or 8 months, somewhere around there. If you do the proper things, alkalizing of your system, you could have a brand new liver. You could have a brand new brain in a year. You could have brand new bones in a couple of months. I'm serious, because that's how the body works. The bone you had when you was a child is not the same bone you have today. Your bone keep growing, and once it stops growing, it keep refurbishing itself. It gets rid of the old aged bones cells and brings new bone cells. It keeps restoring. Now, when you start to age because of acid, then this process slows down and your bones get weak. XYZ. So if you could keep your cellular system rolling on time as it is designed, you know, not just to build you as a human, but to maintain you as a human, which is difficult because our whole environment is acidic. Yeah, the air you breathing, the rain, everything, yeah, it's being destroyed by these chemical factories and things like that. All those big pipes, electrical companies, all that smoke, the planes, what they call chemtrails from the planes. You know, you're breathing that in every day, so it's difficult for your system to keep up. There's a lot of acid coming in. You're breathing it from the cars, the carbon monoxide that comes from the tailpipe of your car. I mean, even your car explains how life works. You put fuel, you put air, and you put fire in the car. The fire burns the oxygen and push it through the tailpipe, through the muffler, and it comes out as carbon monoxide. It goes in as oxygen, which you could breathe, which is alkaline, and it comes out as carbon monoxide, which is an acidic form of oxygen. If you take your mouth, nobody advised you to do this. This is not something no one should do. You could get injured, so don't go to do this. You could lose your life. This is just for informational purposes. If a person take their mouth and they put over a muffler and hold their nose, they would die in seconds. The carbon monoxide, because the oxygen lacks completion in its structure. So it's going to rob the oxygen out your body quickly to neutralize. Oh man, I'm telling you. We about to live long. We about to change the world. We about to heal ourselves finally. They can fight us, the medical world, because it's an industry. The CDC, Center for Disease Control, the World Health Organization, you know, the United Nations, NATO, you know, even the BRICS nations. Because I had the woman in South Africa still talking about, you know, the president, no disrespect, mama, but mama, we have to get off these things. They old school things. You know, the world moving in science, real science. You know, one of the European doctors who is said to be the mother and father of infection, you know, the brethren who come to control infection, his name is I have it in the description, Semeniza, something like that. You know, this brethren going crazy. Most of the European white scientists, physicians, physicists, they just go crazy because they be trying to make these science that they create work, and it can't. It can't work. It's only one way. It's truth. Everything in nature is alkaline. Our body's alkaline. Anything acid or form is offensive to the earth and is offensive to our bodies. That's just the truth. But they want to talk about proteins. They want to talk about enzymes. They want to talk about melanin. You know, they want to use these big words, you know, and confuse the whole world. But nobody using common sense to go look at the people who created this medical world. Everyone who created this medical world, they crazy. These people lose their head. Go do the research yourself. I'm not making this stuff up. If a man is so intelligent that he discovered how to deal with infections, and within his studies, doing this research to resolve all infections, he going crazy. That should tell you something. Yeah, you trying to make something be that is not. Anytime you try to make something be that is not, you can go crazy. The definition of the word crazy is trying the same thing, looking for a different result. They go in these labs every year, trying the same thing, looking for a different result. They just bring out the latest vaccine. They go in a lab. doing the same thing, looking for different results. Now everybody in the community dropping out because they take these vaccines. I ain't call the name of it because they ain't gonna let the channel, yeah. So YouTube, y'all can't stop this video because I didn't call no name of what vaccine. I say everybody take the vaccine. Now they around here dropping out from heart attack because acid enter into the system through injection. Baby fetus, that's acid. All those ingredients inside of those vaccines are acidic. You injecting this acid directly into your bloodstream. That's not going to affect your heart. My father passed from a heart attack after the vaccine shot. So I'm not just talking this. I'm feeling this. But I don't carry feelings. So that's why I'm here speaking today. That we don't repeat and continue to make this mistake. Everybody wake up. It's a group of people, Freemasons, the Illuminati, the Zionists, NATO, America, Roman Catholic Church. They all the same people. They trying to control us. They trying to manipulate our systems. Every system we have, even our reproductive systems, even our gender systems, they trying to corrupt it. We know if someone born with a penis, that's a boy. We know if someone born with a VJJ, that's a girl. But they making it confusing, like, what's so confusing about that? Let me show y'all. All the women out there who think there's a man, keep slapping your chest. Keep doing it. And see if you don't end up with breast cancer. See if you don't end up with a lump in your breast. Because your body's not designed for that. Man designed for that. Look at the gorilla. He come out and he... Because he's man. A woman can't come out slapping her breast. She can get cancer. She can get a lump. Because it can cause the tissues to be inflamed, to be damaged, and cause a swelling that turns into a lump, that turns into a tumor, that turns cancerous. So a woman can't slap her chest. A woman is a woman, a man is a man. Y'all don't play with the priest, bro. Y'all don't play with God or don't play with nature. Because nature can spew you all out anyhow. Just like the system, if the system see acid, it is spew it out. That's what coal and, spit and the little mucus in your eye, when your eye get acidic, it spits it out the corner of your eyes. You see your eyes keep getting full of mucus, you're about to lose your sight. The mucus can start to cover up in your iris and your eyes get cloudy and now you can't see. Because the acid going through all your vessels, and wherever there is a compromise, wherever this acid continuously to break down the most, is where you're going to have your first manifestation of a disease. Whether it be, in your eyes, whether it be in a stroke, whether it be in a heart attack, whether it be in insulin deficiency through a blocked pancreas. You see, whether you be impotent and then your wife I can leave that. Because that's what's causing so much divorce in the world today. This all they plan to destroy family. I mean, it's a well put together system. Even Rastafari, our king, he said the same thing. The empress said this is a well put together system of manipulation, illusion, trickery. Yes, royal family, go and do your own research. This is another video with the priest. Don't just take my word for it. Look at my life. I don't have diabetes or pressure. I'm none of these things. I had these things when I was younger, when I was eating their foods and all these kind of things. But as I grow old, I start to catch on. I start to eat better, and right now I drink alkaline water only. My water at home is 8.3. filtered water, 8.3. The filter is just to remove sediment or anything of that nature, but it's alkaline water. It's 8.3. The water is the fountain of youth. All my community, all my neighbors, they see it. They're like, Bubba, you getting younger. Like, it's more energy. Like, you see more life. Yeah, because you're drinking life. Yeah. Everybody run to these stores and buy these bottled waters and plastic. They don't check the pH of the water. They don't know if these things. The water is 6.3. Water is 5.5. The acidic water gonna break you down. See, the stronger the acid, the quicker it kill you. The weaker the acid, the slower it kill you. So if you're drinking water and it's close to 7, neutral, it's like 6.8, you'll be drinking that water and you feel like it ain't doing you nothing. But over the years, it'd be breaking you down. If you drink a liquid and it's, say, 3.3 on the pH scale, if you drink that liquid will eat straight through your tongue. Yeah, that liquid will eat straight through your throat, and because it's acidic, strong acid, eat straight through your body, eat straight through your skin. So weak acid only takes a longer time to do it. Don't let them trick you. Oh, but it ain't that acid. It's only slightly acidic. That means you only slightly dying over time. That's all that means. If you get it strong, you quickly dying. That's why, like in most medications, like aspirin, they tell you don't take too much of them. If you take too much aspirin or that acid, yeah, you're going to get that quick death. But if you take aspirin one day at a time, eventually you will die. You would end up with some problem. Like, course, you get another pill, course, you get another pill, course, you get another pill. Because every pill can destroy a different part of your body. And you need a pill for that. Then you need a pill for that. And you'll be like, what the hell? Before you know it, your hand here, your one eye gone, all these teeth missing. You can't hear through one ears. You can barely talk. One of your foot then chop off from diabetes. Before you know, you all chop up. But the medical world, they say they here to help you. You can avoid all these things if you listen to the priest. Go do your research. Check nature, check the ocean, check the river, check your blood, check your bones, check your cells. Find out who you are. And then listen to what the hell they telling you. And because they got money and collar and coat suit, that's how y'all get swing. And then people got coat suit, BMW and Bentley and big house and thing. Y'all ready to eat they nanny. They stool. Y'all ready to sit down and stool in my mouth. Yeah, because you're rich and you're wealthy and the whole world knows you's a big company. Come, stool in my mouth. Yeah, people don't rate people by intelligence. People don't rate people by knowledge, truth, and understanding. People rate people by wealth, by money, things. So that's what the Freemason world do. They steal all the wealth, make themselves rich, and then tell the world, you guys come to me because I rich. I's first class citizen. I's the upper class. You got to come to me. They lock all the food and the water to make you come to them. That's why I don't work for Babylon. I'm not on Babylon water system. Yeah, they don't give me water. I just get water from the earth. Because that's where they getting it from. They ain't getting water from nowhere special. Oh, this water. Where y'all getting the water from? Every water comes from one MF place, bro. Water comes from one place, bro. The earth. Special water they got. Oh, we gotta put water in the city to make sure everyone drinking healthy water. Well, where the hell you getting the water from? Why is your water so healthy and mine is not? And you live next door to me. I live right next to the water company. Where y'all getting your water from? Out the ground. And what y'all doing, filtering it and drinking it and selling it to me. So why I can't get a filter, draw my water from the ground and drink it and sell it to you? because you're a Freemason. So you'll bring all kind of regulation and stipulation. Oh, you didn't come and get a license to sell water. Or you didn't come and get a license to draw water from the... These people is devils. If y'all can't see it, y'all ain't gonna never see it. I mean, y'all spiritually blind. A man with a physical blindness have more eyes than y'all. Because y'all spiritually blind. You're not looking deeper within. You're looking at the exterior. Yeah. Oh, I got a degree in college. Whose college is that? You got a degree from the Freemasons College? Okay. What that has to do with me? Oh, that's the highest college in the world. It's Howard. In who world? In your world, that's the highest college, bro. Not in my world. My world, nature's the biggest college. You learn everything from nature. I've been to college from I was a child. I was all through the bush learning from the ants. The ants was my professors. The bees was my professors. The centipede, the birds, they were all my professors. The running water, nature, everything was my professors. Where they learn it from? Where the professor at your Howard College, where he learned his knowledge from? Oh, it come from God? Bullshit. It come from nature. You have to go learn everything from nature too. Because if it ain't in nature, you're talking foolishness. If you're teaching something in college that has nothing to do with nature, you're talking foolishness. That's illusion. That's witchcraft. That's religion, culture, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that's not truth. Proof is in the pudding. Go and test the water of the ocean. It's 8.3 alkaline. That's proof. I don't care what you put on the internet. I don't care what you put in your books. I don't care what you teach at your college. Has damn thing to do with the priest. Because the priest deal with truth. The priest deal with facts, not fiction. I didn't come in this earth to live fiction. If I wanted to do that, I would go to Hollywood. And I become a movie star. I live my life as a fictional character. Like Kevin Hart say, I have to play the part as a woman. Because it makes people laugh. Okay, he want to live as a woman. Tyler Perry want to live as a woman. These people, they fictional, fine. But I, no. We ain't come to live no fiction. So all this fictional medical foolishness, no. Acid is disease. Find out what is acid, then you don't have a disease problem. Bad friendships, toxic relationships, toxic people, it's also acid. Literally, there's spiritual acidity. People that speak good and healthy things in your life, that's alkaline people. They healthy people. And you'll find out people with a lot of acid in their body, diseased people, they don't have good mental cognitivity. They're very difficult to deal with. Sick people, you can't deal with them. Because acid on their brain, frying. You try to have a normal conversation. I don't know what you're talking about. You ain't be talking to me. And you be like, look at the acid on this person's brain. It's just frying their skull. They you know, they're hyperactive and overexpressive, and some of them underexpressive and depressive, and all these things come from acid. Is instability in the emotions coming from the parathyroids and the adrenals. All this stuff is acid causing disruption in the person life. So if you got a president and he acid like Biden, you can see Biden on acid brain. Acid on Biden brain. Biden is actually acid himself. The man can't even the way he going. Yeah, this man has lost it. His cells are fried in his brain. Yeah, he cannot process natural occurrences that is happening around him. His brain cannot copulate, like put it together no more, because it's too much damage to the brain. but they have him as the president of the United States of America. This man claimed to be running the greatest country in the world. A psychopath, a man with acid on his brain, with dementia. How you can let a man with dementia run a country, man? Freemasons. That's the most obvious thing in the world, man. Everyone in the world can see he's a puppet. The Illuminati, the Owl Society, the Bohemian Grove, Skull and Bone, the Roman Catholic Church and the Christian Society, United Nations and NATO. It's too obvious Biden is a puppet. The man has dementia, you have acid on his brain. The man can't remember which way to go. The man shaking hands with angels. There's no one standing in the front of him. He's shaking his hand with ghosts. I wouldn't say angel, because I and I is angel. He's shaking his hand with ghosts. Invisible people appearing in his eyes because his brain is toxic. But this is the man that is running in America. Impossible. Impossible. You know, Obama, was a bit of a character change in the scandal. But Biden is like, that's top. That's top. I mean, that's madness. It's complete madness. It's madness. But anyway, that's the health of our world. And then we wonder why we at war. We wonder why so many people dying around the world and some of the destruction. The leaders sick and all, dementia and all kind of thing, man. Priest Caswell, I want to go home to Africa. This is a little plant. From when I was a child, I always used to pick it up and just like put it between my teeth and stuff and clean my teeth with it. That's from my child. You just pick up things as you grow, And never do me no harm. No one never teach me if this poisonous or not. I just grew up doing it. And I know it's not poisonous because it ain't poisoned me yet. There's something I chew on it. There was a little tingy taste to it. But I don't know what it's for. I'm an herbalist and I never research it. I need to do it. But it's kind of good. Yeah, I do it with various bushes as I walk. I use them too, because I like to clean in between my teeth and stuff. Hygiene, very important to me. Yeah, I hate to feel things in my mouth around me that is not clean. I like cleansing us, to the best of my ability. Living in this sick, the dirty world. The world dirty, I don't know that a dirty world is, Clean up Africa. Yeah, Black Africa. Clean up Africa. Y'all stop throwing your trash and dirt all over the place. Stop dumping your garbage in the river. Stop them crap. Clean up your place, man. Then you clean up the health. The health of Africa can increase when you clean up the place. Don't worry about no money and house and car and your water dirty. That make any sense? Boy, wagwan. You clean the water. Yeah, don't worry about no money. Money can't save you. When you're sick. When that water then damage your living on it, money can't save you. Yeah. You need nature, so clean up Africa. From Cape Town, South Africa, to Cairo, Egypt. We need to do a campaign. Clean up Africa. From Cape to Cairo, clean up the streets. Clean up around your house. Take the broom, sweep around your house. Keep your house clean. Keep your area clean. Keep your village clean. Keep Africa clean. Keep the water clean. Keep the food clean. Natural food. Don't get any food from China and all these places. People killing Africa. All them food, chicken noodles, all the acid. Noodles have something called sulfite. Sulfite rob your body oxygen. And you need oxygen to live. Your cells need oxygen to live. I'm not making this stuff up. Just Google it. Yeah, noodles high in sulfite. But the Chinese selling it around the world because they sell sickness. They sell disease. They make money from it. Chinese medicine, not for Chinese. We need African medicine, which is alkalinity. Clean food, clean water, natural foods. Like how we used to live before the white men, all these other people come. Before we decide to get freaky in Kemet with the fallen angels under the pharaohs. It start creating things unnatural. Like Imhotep who cut the human body open and start the surgery foolishness what they doing today. Like Dr. Sebi say, if God wanted humans to go in another human body, he put a zipper on it. Yeah, he put a zipper where you could just zip the body open and go in. No, the body's not designed from that. I had a surgery when I was younger. I didn't know no better for a hernia. And they cut into my system. Once you cut the nerves, that never heal. Nerves, if it does, it takes a very long time. Like when the weather change, I'll feel pain in the area because the nerve system in the area is damaged. If ladies been backing off over the years because I've been alkalizing myself. That happened a very long time ago, almost more than 20 years ago. So I don't get that much, but the earlier years I used to get pain every time the weather changed. Yeah. But I never had them problems growing up until that surgery. So your body not designed. Once you cut open the body, you cut nerves, plenty nerves to get in there. You see. Skin nerves. Your skin have nerves in it too. That's why when you touch your skin, your brain knows because it senses in there to let you know what part of your skin you're touching on your hands anywhere. So when you cut that, you cut the nerves in that. You see. Anyway, peace and love. Another video with the priest. Yeah, y'all go heal yourself. Don't worry about Babylon. Babylon lying. Babylon tell you have all kind of disease. You don't got no all kind of disease. You got one disease. You got acid. Acid is your problem. Yeah. And I dare anyone to go ahead and, try it. They gonna want me to use a disclaimer. This is only for informational purposes. This is not to diagnose or to treat anyone. So YouTube is in the video. I give you a disclaimer. So take this information and go ahead and live your best life. Black again, another video with the priest. Health is your wealth. Remember, if you don't have health, you ain't got nothing. You can't be sick and rich. They don't work together. You get everything in the world, but you laying in a bed on an oxygen tank, 30-something years old. That make no sense. That make no sense. I'll take all the money in the world I have, and that's what I did. Over the years, I took all the money I always have and just study health. Because once you're healthy, you can make more money. You can be healthy enough to make more money. But if you're sick, you can spend all that money trying to get healthy. Yeah. And they know this. They know all of y'all coming back to bring that money back to the medical companies. They know that. So you go get a career, go be a star, movie star, all these things. And then when you get sick, you get run right back to them and give them all your money. They know that. Because once they start treating you, then you're extra in trouble. Because when you go to them for a medical problem, they start treating you on pills. The pills are going to destroy different parts of your body. Then they're going to have to give you a pill for that. So now they're treating you. And they're going to treat you bad. They treat you so bad, you're going to dead. I'm making this stuff up. Black again, another video with the priest. Peace and love.